Tonight on Connecticut's news station, a weather watch alert. A rainy day heading into the weekend. Meteorologist Ryan Breton tells us when it'll dry out as September comes to an end.
Plus, several Sacred Heart University students injured in a crash. We'll have the update from police.
A scam alert for students at one local university. Police now searching for the man who's been selling fake comedy show tickets on campus.
I'm going to miss her dearly as a colleague and friend.
And Senator Dianne Feinstein dies at 90. How local leaders are remembering her life and legacy.
Fox 61, Connecticut's news station, begins with a weather watch alert.
The weather watch alert tonight, a rainy day across the state as we head into the weekend with some areas experiencing a risk for flooding. Good evening and thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Samaya Hernandez. A wet Friday. Take a look at this video of Bushnell Park in Hartford. This was the scene there this afternoon.
And taking a live look across the state right now at Hartford, New Haven, Middletown and Mohegan Sun. The question is, when will the rain let up? When will we see the sunshine again? Let's check in with meteorologist Ryan Breton. Ryan?
Brent and Samaya, this is not over yet. We actually just have this video coming in from Washington. This is Route 199 and a lot of flooding here, a bit of a road washout too with the water coming down the hill. And we still have some heavy rain that's moving into the state. In fact, the heaviest rain of the day so far in New Haven is happening right now. Look at this band of rain that's fired up just on the sound. There's actually some thunder and lightning associated with it as well. We'll zoom you right in to the very heavy rain that's going through New Haven, East Haven, Brantford right now. Some downpours here. This may cause at least some temporary street flooding. Hopefully it keeps moving, which would prevent anything worse from happening there. But that band is really heavy. We've got some good rainfall rates in it. Western Connecticut, we've got downpours here too. And actually just in from Torrington, there are some flooded roads. Report that Summer Street downtown has been closed due to flooding in Torrington. Eastern Connecticut, you haven't had much yet, but this rain is moving in. So we're going to keep it wet and damp with periods of rain through the night. Flood warnings including parts of Hartford, Litchfield counties, and then we have river flood warnings. The Housatonic and the Farmington rivers are the ones we're most concerned about right now. So if you have plans this Friday night, it won't get much better. Rain continues at varying intensities. There will be some downpours out there, but the good news is we finally will lose the rain by about midday tomorrow, and the sun will come out late in the day. Second half of the weekend looking much better. We'll talk much more about that coming up in just a bit.
Thank you, Ryan. Breaking news now in New Haven. Police have arrested a 3-month-old baby boy's father after the infant suffered life-threatening injuries. The Department of Children and Families notified police after the infant was taken to the hospital with a skull fracture and traumatic brain injuries. They say the baby is currently receiving oxygen and being monitored at Yale New Haven Pediatric Hospital. Police have charged the father with assault and risk of injury. His identity has not been released. This is a developing story, and we will bring you updates as we learn more.
An Uber driver and 5 Sacred Heart University students were injured in a 2-car crash in Fairfield. That crash happening around midnight on Jefferson Street. All 6 people involved were taken to the hospital with critical injuries. Police are now trying to figure out what led up to that crash.
Our deepest sympathies go out to the families, friends, and classmates of the victims of this crash. My hope is that we can come together as a community, offering support and compassion to one another.
Police say it appears the students were returning to campus when that crash happened.
Several students at a New Haven school were taken to the hospital today after being pepper sprayed by other students. This happening at Troop School at Edgewood Avenue. The students were taken to Yale New Haven Hospital. It's unclear why the students were pepper sprayed or how many students were involved. Their conditions are also unclear.
Police have made an arrest in connection to a stabbing outside a Windsor Locks cafe overnight. Jesus Flores from Texas allegedly stabbed 2 people after a fight over seating at the Blackboard Cafe on Spring Street just before 1 a.m. We're told one of the victims suffered 9 stab wounds. Flores claims he acted in self-defense. Police used a canine to track a second suspect, but were unsuccessful. Police say that suspect was believed to be involved in the fight, but was not involved in the stabbing.
Westport police say they've recovered more than $3 million worth of Bitcoin after a resident reported that they fell victim to a financial scam. Police say in January, the resident was convinced to move money from a retirement account into a crypto account, which totaled $3.2 million. Police say arrests in these cases are unlikely, but that they were able to return the money to the resident.
We continue to cover the fallout in Bridgeport over what some are claiming was a stolen mayoral primary, and that includes the recent arrest of a protester outside a gathering of Mayor Joe Ganim supporters. Fox 61's Matt Caron has the exclusive now from Bridgeport.
Today it might be me, tomorrow it might be you.
That's Joe Sokolovic, a member of the Bridgeport School Board. He was arrested, charged with trespassing. He says he plans to fight it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I don't even feel like I'm living in America anymore.
It happened Wednesday night, here outside the Boca Oyster Bar at Steel Point Harbor on Bridgeport's east side, where just feet away inside, Mayor Joe Ganim held a gathering of supporters.
That's where Joe Ganim was having his fundraiser in a restaurant steps away. So I said, Joe gotta go.
But that's when Bridgeport police said the other Joe had to go. Sokolovic, seen here in the tan suit, refused and was led away in handcuffs.
What's going on?
You gonna leave?
Take me? What do you mean?
Are you leaving?
Yeah, if I could. I mean, no, listen, I was just walking around.
Have a good day. See you later.
I know him.
Have a nice day.
But I just want to ask you. No problem.
Get walking now, please.
And I'm the only one that's in handcuffs.
Fox 61 reached out to Steel Point developer Robert Christoph for comment, but did not hear back. We did, however, hear from the Ganim campaign, who told Fox 61, "It is unfortunate that this incident took place and that any individual would stoop to this level to disrupt a local private Bridgeport business owner and their patrons." Steel Point Harbor was built on land acquired from the city. Posted signs say the Harbor Walk is open to the public from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., but it also says no events or assembly without prior written approval.
Stand up for your First Amendment rights. You never lose them. If you give them up too easily, they'll take them away forever.
Sokolovic was the only one arrested, but he wasn't alone. Part of a larger group protesting Mayor Ganim and what some believe was a stolen primary. A protest organized by Leslie Caraballo, a former Ganim supporter who removed her name from the ballot as a candidate for Board of Ed after seeing the surveillance video of what appears to be a city employee putting papers into an absentee ballot box outside the city's government center.
I don't want to walk into a seat the wrong way. When is enough is enough? When are we going to put our minds together and say, all right, well, let's have FBI step in? Because right now, the way I'm feeling, everyone is rigged.
Sokolovic says he spent about 3 hours locked up before he was released on a $1,000 bond. Reporting in Bridgeport, Matt Caron, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Thank you, Matt. Now, a second investigation into the Bridgeport mayoral primary is looking into allegations of absentee ballot fraud at the Fireside Apartments. Those apartments are managed by Park City Properties and has a board of commissioners appointed by the mayor, but the board operates independently and not under the direction of the mayor's office. Now, despite allegations from John Gomes and Marilyn Moore to the contrary, Park City says it allows all campaigns access to its communities. State statute allows the SEEC up to a year to complete its investigations, but Chairman Stephen Pinney has indicated the agency is moving with urgency to release findings before the November 7th general election.
To a Fox 61 exclusive now, Quinnipiac University is teaming up with Hamden Police to track down a man who has been posing as a student to scam people on campus. Fox 61's Carmen Chow joins us from Quinnipiac University with more on what officials are saying.
Police say this man identifies himself as Jeff, and he tells everybody he's part of the Quinnipiac Activities Club, but further investigation revealed he's not part of any QU club at all.
I was like, whoa, like, where did this dude come from?
That was the reaction of Deja Josie after receiving this email from Public Safety on Thursday, warning everyone to be on the lookout for this man. Police say he was entering into more than 3 classrooms in the Communications and Computing and Engineering building on the Mount Carmel campus to sell $10 tickets to a New York comedy show. They added he was specifically looking for occupied classrooms.
He walked in, excused himself, and asked if he could speak to the class.
The man claimed to be with the Quinnipiac Activities Club, but no club like that exists. A student told police the man used a tap system device to take credit card or PayPal payments. Students were then given a phone number to retrieve their tickets. That is when they knew something seemed off.
It was a little concerning about like how someone could get on campus so freely and in a building and do whatever they want.
The man is described to have curly brown hair and a beard, wearing a teal shirt, black jacket, blue jeans, and carrying a Truly brand backpack. Police are working to find out how he was granted access on campus.
We do have increased patrols in the area. All of our officers were notified within the moments after the incident occurred, so the entire department knows about what happened there, and everyone is keeping an extra eye out.
Students now keeping their eyes peeled in case this man comes back.
I felt nervous and a little worried. During that time, I was not in this part of campus, but it was still worrying because I had friends on this side of campus.
If someone were to try and sell me something, I would obviously do some background check and like research and ask them who they are before I, give them any money.
Police also adding, if you are a victim of this scam, to reach out to your bank or credit card company. The university also says it would never approve of a stranger interrupting classroom time for this type of activity. Reporting in Hamden, Carmen Chow, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Thank you, Carmen. Dianne Feinstein, the longest-serving female senator in American history and oldest sitting senator, has died at 90 years old. Feinstein was a centrist Democrat elected to the Senate in 1992. Throughout her 30-year career in office, she was known for working across the aisle while championing progressive causes. Feinstein made history as the first woman elected as mayor in San Francisco and the first woman in the Senate. Connecticut leaders are reacting to the news of her death.
She will always be an inspiration for me because of her courage and smiling strength. She got along with everyone. She believed in bipartisanship. She epitomized reaching across the aisle.
Senator Feinstein planned to retire at the end of her term after facing concerns about her health and calls to resign.